Hey guys, I'm TLC and welcome to my new segment called Kinky Gaming, where BigDaddyGamer and I answer a few of your questions about relationships, sex and kink. If you have more questions, just send them in and give me a thumbs up. All the links are in the description below. Enjoy!
Last time you talked on stream about relationship and cheating, you said that cheating is wrong, but people should consider alternatives to monogamy sometimes. Can you explain what you mean, what alternatives there are, and what are the main problems with monogamy? Do you think cheating is forgivable?
Oh my god, it's a long question.
It is a long question. Let's break it down. Okay. Can you explain what you mean? What alternatives there are, and what are the main problems with monogamy? God,
Okay. No, I can do this.
Got it?
Yeah, let me think about it. Well, it's something I said, so I guess I have to answer that one. I can't have you answer it. Oh, unless you want to, if you want to say something about it.
No, go for it. This was all you.
Okay. So humans are socially monogamous. We are pair bonded and we're really good at it. Like, we're meant to plan and spend our days with mostly one significant other person. But there's mountains of scientific evidence that shows that we as a species were never meant to be sexually monogamous. Like, you can look at primates and you'll see that they're anything but monogamous. They're polyamorous, they're kinky as shit, and we're not that different, you know? We've never been monogamous in the past. The idea of actually being monogamous is a very new invention in our history that is like at most a few hundred years old, while we as a species are like 1.5 million years old. Does that mean we should all be non-monogamous and sleep with multiple people? No, just as a side note, this is not the same thing as cheating. Cheating is making someone believe you're monogamous while sleeping with other people. I'm talking about being non-monogamous without cheating. So the thing is, if you're in a relationship, your biology will tell you that you still want to fuck other people. And being in a monogamous relationship means refraining from fucking those other people. That's as easy as it is. And you can keep that promise, and that's awesome, and if that's for you, then you should totally do that. Like, it's what most of my relationships have been like. It's not for everyone, and that's just awesome and fine. Like, we have been told that monogamous relationships are the norm, and if you truly believe that, then go for it. Like, you don't have to care about what biology tells you. There's so much biology we've already overcome with, like, we don't poop on the floor or stuff like that, because, like, we know better now, we do other stuff now. But I do think to some extent some people are not cut out to sleep with one person and one person only for years, and I don't think those people should cheat, but that they should be in a relationship with someone who understands it and who will be happy to spend their life with that person, even if that means that it's an open relationship. Again, it's not black and white. Like, I don't think there's just be in a committed monogamous Christian relationship and sleep with everyone you see. Like, there's stuff in between. Like, there's a bunch of people who are technically non-monogamous because they're married for 10 years and sleep with the same person, and then like 3 times in their marriage they're gonna have a threesome. That's technically being non-monogamous. Like, many non-monogamous relationships have very clear boundaries on what is okay for both people and what isn't. For some relationships, it's just being completely open and everything goes, and that's okay too, if like both people are into it. And another couple will say, okay, we pick one person per year and we talk about it and we discuss it, and it can't be anyone that like will have a big impact in our life, like a close friend, and it will be a one-off. And another couple will say, okay, we choose one friend and ask him or her if she's interested in having like regular threesomes with us, but no sleeping with other people than that when we're on our own. Or another couple will have, okay, you can go and kiss other people and make out with them, but nothing more intimate than that. And then you come home and you tell me every single detail while I fuck you, and it will be amazing. You know, everyone has like their own ideas of how they're gonna do it and what works for their relationship, and that's the awesome thing about the relationship. A relationship is whatever you want it to be, whatever the two people agreeing to it want it to be. And anything that violates that is cheating. Like, you can totally cheat while being in a non-monogamous relationship. And I just think people shouldn't default to thinking I have to do this when they know that it's a promise they've not been able to keep in the past and they have a problem with that. There are people who just can't be monogamous, and it's wrong to tell everyone that they should be monogamous.
Correct. Okay.
Okay, what was there was other parts of the question.
Do you think cheating is forgivable?
Okay. You have ideas on that?
I would say no. Personally, I would say no. Because, like, you know, if cheating is, I mean, to me, cheating is like one of the worst things that you can do in a relationship.
Okay. Do you think? Let's consider like the best case scenario. It's a complete lapse of judgment, a one-time thing that's probably never gonna, like, those conditions are never gonna happen again in that constellation. Like, imagine someone you're with is like completely drunk, they're like, if it's a completely lapse of judgment, do you think that one night outweighs 10 years of a committed relationship when that person has always been there when you needed it, when you've shared memories and experiences and your life with the person? Like, I know it sucks and it's painful and it hurts so bad when you've been cheated on. I've been cheated on. I know what it feels like.
I don't know. I think it would definitely take a lot for me to forgive.
Yeah.
Not saying that I couldn't or wouldn't.
Yeah. I think, like, it depends on the relationship you have. What's your relationship worth to you? Like, if the person has gone through hell and back with you, and you're a great fucking team, and you loved each other for years and years, and have kids, and every single time you've needed a person, they were there for you, then maybe that should outweigh, like, one lapse of judgment. But it also depends on the cheating. Like, was it really a lapse of judgment? Was it a one-time thing? Was it with someone that will not continue to jeopardize your relationship? Like, if it was a month-long affair with your best friend, then of course you should ditch the motherfucker, you know? But if the person got blackout drunk one night and slept with a stranger and regrets the hell out of it and is beating themselves up over it even more than you ever could, then I would actually take that into consideration. And how does the person actually feel about it? Do they truly really feel sorry? And do you believe them? Like, okay, I'm gonna bring a poop analogy into this, and I feel I've talked way too much about poop after that primate thing I just said. But we're playing Ark, to be fair. Okay, let's just... You have dogs. Let's just pick one of those dogs, and let's say one day your dog shits on your living room floor. Now, your dog is programmed to shit every now and again, just like we are kind of programmed to be turned on by other people, even if we're in a relationship. And if sometimes you can plan when your dog has to poop, and like plan it and like, but sometimes, even if it's just once in 10 years, something will happen and the dog will have to poop at the same time while it's being in your living room. And it sucks, and you have the right to get angry about it and annoyed and even to punish that dog. And puppy dog eyes are a thing. The dog will feel sorry and you will know it. But it doesn't mean that you will never let the dog come into your house again, because you know the dog is generally a good dog and you love it, and obviously it feels sorry. So now if the only thing the dog ever does is crap in your floor all day, every day, and you can obviously tell it doesn't feel sorry, then yeah, you should probably stop bringing the dog inside. But I think there's a difference, you know? And I think it's kind of weird that we know that we're kind of biologically programmed to be turned on by other people, and that the rates of being cheated upon is incredibly high. But then we tell them, like, it's almost a societal thing, that the only way you can, like, keep respect for yourself and to punish that person is to immediately break up with them, no matter what the conditions were, the situation is. And then we wonder why our divorce rates are this high, you know, especially in an age where cheating is becoming increasingly hard to hide because of the digital trade we leave behind. Because I believe that people always used to cheat in the same amount of percentages, just now we know about it. Like, I think it's incredibly shitty and you should never do it, just as you shouldn't lie or betray someone in general. But it really depends on, like, I can see scenarios where I would actually forgive the person. At least once. Give a second chance.
I could probably, if the situation was right, I could probably forgive. But like I said, it would take a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, same here.